time. Never gonna mute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Orsak narrative universe, and hopefully, we have the. Oh no, do not have. We are back. Hopefully, it's better on stream this time. So, what do you want to do as you travel along? It looks like it's a lot better. What do y'all want to do as you travel along? CJ, we'll go to you.
Are you getting this down, Shitstain? Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire, the goodly knight, was returning back to the town with his fellow adventurers, having slain the evil dragon, but having lost a newly found friend. They mourned the loss of their friend, but it was for naught, for they killed the beast, saving the town. Are you getting this?
I'm writing it all down. Every fucking word.
The valor of Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire knows no bounds. He showed his bravery on that day, slaying the beast almost single-handedly, though with the assistance of his fellow adventurers. You got that part down?
I don't really think that's how it went down, Sir Reginald.
Just write it down.
I was there. I was there. It was
history.
I mean, honestly, it mostly had to do with the magnet. Are you sure you don't have some kind of a memory problem?
Shitstain, your job is to be a scribe, not an editor.
I don't think either of those are my jobs. I don't think either of those are my exact jobs, but you know, we'll see what happens. As y'all travel along, you see the following sights. Following things catch your eye. One is there is what appears to be a hill. It looks like a hill, but it's not a hill. It's like cracking out of the ground. It's jet black. It's off to your east. It was certainly not here when you were coming. It was not here on the way here. You're seeing it on the way back. So certainly it stands out. You notice a small black cloud that is seems to be almost following you. It does seem to be following you. It's a ways back. You can't be sure that it's following you, but you know, looks like it probably is. And then finally, you see what appear to be a group of ants that are about this big, and they have one eye, and they're sitting around feasting on a large elephant-like creature that roams this area, the Duranin. So these are some of the things that you see. You do not have to investigate any of them. They may or may not pertain to you and bite you in the ass if you don't. But it's up to you. These are some of the things that you see while you travel along. We'll start. Anybody collectively have any? Y'all collectively have any opinions on this?
Honestly, I'm just thinking the black. Was it the Black Hill?
Black this cloud thing that sticks out. That's like a crack from the crack in the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go see what that's all about?
I mean, that's my thought, or the black cloud, but I'm good with
it. Yeah, that or the storm sound
yeah.
Interesting to me.
Agree.
Do
any of those stand out to you, Sean or Laura? Or any of the other ones, either? Oh wait, I forgot you. You don't have any say.
In character, I'd probably yell something about the ants and try to be funny about it, but I'm dead, so I have no opinion.
Yeah, just mute Mike.
Yeah,
we could ask the statue. It just won't say anything.
Yeah, no, Makia's gonna have Shitstain open up that bag and take out the Bumbus statue, and then she's just gonna like and spin it around and see which way it points.
I'd appreciate it if you'd talk like an old man for me, like, you know, like mime.
Spin the Bumbus.
someone really make me feel like I'm there.
Back in my day.
Now we're talking.
So how do y'all want to investigate the cloud? As much as spinning Bumbus around sounds like a good idea. I mean, how do we want to investigate this crack in the ground, this thing that's coming out? As much as that sounds like a good idea, spinning Bumbus around, I don't think it's gonna have the effect you desire. So what do y'all want to do? I do like the idea of Makia doing that as if it's some kind of a compass, but what's our move here? What's our play?
For the love of God, don't throw another windmill at it.
I'm not gonna throw a windmill at it. Not yet.
I guess you want to
I
stay with
don't.
the
I
hill.
think I'm gonna make you roll a wisdom check at -2 to see if you throw a windmill at it. You've done it so much that I'm gonna drop that detriment on you.
Hell yeah.
You deserve that.
Get him.
Not even close.
You didn't make it. You made it. Okay.
I made it.
Okay.
Oh, brother, come on. It's a fine art to choosing when to throw a windmill at something, Josh.
I'm just saying that your character. I don't know if I believe your character could resist. That's all I'm saying.
I honestly say let's check out the crack. That's my personal opinion, but
I mean, I think everybody's into that, right? That's where everybody's at.
okay. Yeah, but that's separate from the cloud, right?
That's true. That's true. As you travel to this thing that's sticking out of the ground that is literally jutting out of the ground, how do y'all go about in figuring out what this is all about? It appears to be not a natural phenomenon, but it doesn't appear to be moving or animated. There's nothing on it. It's just this black, almost pyramid-like, but clearly not man-made structure, which is jutting right out of the ground to the ground itself. This parched earth is cracked and open. How do you approach this thing?
How peculiar. This wasn't here on our way over to the cave. This is new. How's that for memory, Shitstain? By the way, why don't you go touch it? See what happens. See what this thing is.
You know what? I'm going to, Sir Reginald. When I joined you, I dreamed of something better than the abusive mage that ruled over me before. But you've shown yourself to outdo him in every conceivable way. I hope I go over to this giant black structure, touch it, and fucking die. I am so tired of your
bullshit. What would I do
bullshit.
without you?
Shitstain, I gave you that support card. Did you not call the number?
I don't have a phone!
Not another night. You shouldn't have stayed so long.
I'm going over here!
By the way, Shitstain has a boon of Planet ADHD. So whenever.
Shitstain has a boon of Planet ADHD.
They gave him a boon earlier.
If he dies, I don't think he's gonna use it.
I just felt the need to throw that out there.
That's fair.
Wait, Shitstain. Toss me the bag first.
Here's your bag, you asshole. And
I'll promptly tie it to the horse.
as he touches the black structure, his eyes roll in his back of his head. And he starts crying, speaking in tongues, and I don't know if you've ever been to a Pentecostal church, but it sounds exactly like that. His eyes are rolling in the back, and black lightning is surrounding him. How do y'all respond?
I think we've just created a villain.
You didn't create a villain. Shitstain was the villain the whole time.
My God.
However, what you did do is send him to something that he can't control or expect. You rolled 100 on fate, and you realize that he is what he is because when he touches this thing, his skin tears, and you see underneath him a black robe as a large robed mage rises from the illusion that Shitstain is. You also see a collection of this giant necklace that has gems all over it, and one of them you clearly identify as a ranching gem. It's a deep maroon. There's also a love gem and a collection of other meta powers, which is what he has been doing the entire time, is drawing excess meta power as y'all drop it. All of this becomes apparent because this structure, this thing that he is touching, is actually connected to the rise of the Illithid Empire. It's actually a giant, huge psionic battery that deep underneath, Illithids are just drawing psionic power from it, but it's more than he can handle. So right now, he is suspended in time, and y'all realize that this is not the person you thought it was.
At 2, shit stain. At 2.
Shit stain was a shit stain all along. What do you know?
So
you know what? I would even feel bad about treating him the way I did now.
the question is, how do y'all respond? Because it's not going to take. You have only, even with 100 on fate, you have only a moment to respond. As the I had a plan. I was gonna bring you all the way to his fucking castle, the whole way, and then I was gonna stab y'all in the back hardcore. But 100's 100, and at this point in the game, I can't think of anything better to happen. So.
This is. I'm about to say this is where the rogue steps in and just gives him a quick 1-2 in the back.
Backstab.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do, Garrett? As Garrett approaches him, a massive, meta-empowered contingent disintegrate hits Oscar, turning him to dust. I'm also
Incredible luck. Incredible luck, rogue's evasion. Can I roll that?
You can roll your incredible luck in your Rose Invasion. I made my incredible luck.
Okay. Oh, crap. Alright, well. Incredible luck. Nope. Rogue's evasion. Come on, please. Nope.
Okay. Oscar is disintegrated. And I am dropping my boon of Planet ADHD to empower instead attack to ensure that you stay disintegrated.
Can I drop a Supreme Divine Gift before I die? Or
You can drop a Supreme Divine Gift to survive. Is that what you're doing?
I'll do that. I'll drop my Supreme Divine Gift of Tikva.
The question is how motivated. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some of my meta power to get free of this thing. God damn it! Son of a bitch! Holy shit, that's smarts! You pieces of shit! You motherfuckers! You are so fucking lucky! Every single time that my beautiful, wonderful children had you in their grasp, some fucking Deus Ex Machina would come in and save your ass. However, I realize the opportunity you represented. Certainly, God surrounds you, meta power surrounds you. So, why not hang out and get a little honey from the bees? Fuck, motherfucker, that fucking smarted. God damn it.
Anyone else gets lost in that metaphor?
Now, the question, so I had to drop some of my meta power. He does not drop the meta power to save you, Oscar. The Supreme Divine Boon, the Supreme Divine Gift does bring you back to life. So the light surrounds and brings you back from disintegration. Okay. I was going to do this the easy way, but it looks like we have to do it the hard way.
What does that entail?
It
Exactly.
entails you, me, and my magic as good as I can get it out here, beating your ass down to the fucking ground, you arrogant, self-absorbed, self-important, madman, piece of shit!
After all I did for you, Shitstain, taking you under my wing, clothing you, housing you, teaching you the ways of knighthood.
Contingent, muddy up the works. Contingent silence spells on all of you. backed by 50 ranching power and the mana that already had in him, which was 50. So no actions, no ability to speak unless you have some way to counter this. But I am actually going to give you an.
Does that work? Or no, because it's a break action sequence.
You can break action sequence on it. It's a good move. Roll your wisdom to stop some of that from happening.
It's a pass.
Okay. So only Reginald Covington is muddied up and shut up. The rest
great. I'm there.
The other two of you do have now a chance to act. I'm just curious. Did anybody else have a break action sequence? Did anyone else have that on them? This is solid. Okay. Yeah, rogues can get break action sequence.
I don't think stupidity mages can.
Okay.
No, they can't. I was just wondering if anybody else took it. It's your turn, Laura. Then you get an act. You drop this break action sequence, so you act.
For the silence and such, can I roll Incredible Luck or Ranching Aura? I'd assume he has some
yeah,
form of
you can do that if you want to do that.
Himself,
no,
right?
it's not exactly that, but I'll do something to try to counter. You can drop your Incredible Luck in your Ranching Aura if you want to.
Okay. Did not make either. Smooge.
Get wrecked.
Oofers.
Okay, Laura. Makia, it's your turn.
Hey, Makia says, alright, you gods, I know you're watching me all the time. Get ready for a show. And she takes the necklace that connects to the Black Queen, and she raises 3 enemies that we have slain.
What? What enemies are you raising?
Let's go with the dragon, because that's the one I remember. Wait, hang on. When I raise them, they'll actually fight for us.
Yeah, they'll fight for you, but it doesn't isn't there a percentage chance for each one you raise that you get transformed?
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure there's a curse.
Turn one. So every time when you use it, you turn 1 level into Necromancer.
Okay, so so she's switching 3 of her levels to Necromancer. Okay.
Does it do 3 or
1? It's 1. So she's turning 1 of her levels to Necromancer. Okay. You got the Adamantium Dragon. Who else are you summoning?
Who have we killed?
Huh? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who we killed.
Did we technically kill the Love Dragon? Could you summon him again, or because he's alive?
No, you didn't kill him.
Okay. The alcohol was it? The alcohol dragon?
Yeah.
Like way back when.
You did not slay him.
No, because the alcohol turned into the love. Love dragon.
Oh, okay.
Not a slain enemy.
Yeah.
The balls. We killed some of those balls.
The mad balls? Okay. Yeah, you get to summon. Yeah. I will let, but that's a group. I won't let you summon the whole group. You can summon. You can summon the dragon and 2 mad balls. Is that what you're gonna do?
What about the first?
What about the giants?
The pink drake.
The pink drake. You can do that too.
Yeah, the giants too.
Yeah.
But do you want to go with the giant because we have a dragony guy already?
No, the joke was the giant is the windmill.
Oh, that's right. I was like, what giant?
You can't do it.
You motherfucker. You son of a bitch. You absolute piece of shit. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You were the worst human being on the planet. I stand by that. Fucking.
I was sitting here thinking too. I'm like, what did we kill a giant?
I somehow gaslit them into thinking we had actually killed a giant. I don't know how.
Right there, man. Right fucking there. You just fuck you, dude. Son of a bitch. Okay, so then it is a dragon and 2 mad balls. The dragon, I'm going to. I have 2 spells around. I can't use my contingencies, but I do have 2 spells around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use and I'm going to back this with ranching power. I'm going to reverse time. So he takes his hands like this. Not today. You should have let me work for you, Makia. I'd have let you live.
Can I ranching disjunction that?
Do you have any actions?
Yeah, I haven't taken an action.
You're muddied up the works. You don't have any actions, sir.
No, the muddied up the works takes care of my actions too.
Yeah, means you can't act. That's what it does.
I thought it just muddied up my action, not that I couldn't, but I didn't.
That's what it does.
Then even if you took an action, then it would just.
It slows and you can take one action at the end of 3 rounds, sir. That's what Muddy Up the Works does in its purest form. That's what Muddy Up the Works and Clean Contingency work 2 different ways. See, Clean Contingency actually cleans the contingency. Muddy Up the Works just makes it the contingency doesn't matter because it slows the action of them so down you can get one off like every 5 rounds, so there's no reason even to have.
Oh, okay. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that's how that worked. But yeah, that's fine. Do boons work?
Well, you cannot drop boons.
I can't drop boons either. Muddy Up the Works does that too.
Yep. And next round, I get my contingencies back. Break action sequence works 1 time to stop my contingency. So next round, I get my contingencies back.
Shout out to Mud Magic.
Well, it sounds like I should have done something to change that. All right, that's fine. We're here now.
It is.
Doesn't matter.
So he's sitting there like with drop. What you can't with the drop ranching power, he's turning back, his the time and like pulling everything back where it was. But I will. So Oscar, I think it comes to you. I'm going to give you an action this round, even though you technically used one. If you have an idea, Makia, that you think something you might be able to do on top of using the item, I'm open to it. But that should be your actions this round normally.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Garrett, you go first while I figure out what I'm doing.
Backstab?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Do you have improved backstab?
I do have improved backstab.
Okay, fantastic. You can give it a shot.
Woo! I made it.
I am dropping 60 ranching power to stop you in your tracks. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop 60 ranching power to empower my time magic, so that you are gonna be sucked into the kind of vortex of time that I'm creating. So I'm gonna alter the spell. I can't drop the ranching power just to stop you. What I can do is I can stop it so that it empowers the time. So I'm gonna actually suck you into the vortex of time that I am opening and altering in order to turn time back, preventing your backstab and banishing you to the elemental plane of time.
Incredible luck?
You would use incredible luck this round.
Okay.
If you can't, sure. So y'all watch Oscar shoot back as time goes back. And do you know what, Oscar? You can get the fuck out of here too.
What the fuck did I ever do to you? And then I'll pull out my bottle.
Yeah, hell yeah, I did. I love the idea. You take out, you drink as you disappear into the elemental plane of time.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay.
Oscar Iron Fist time prior.
Hang on. Did I get any cool stuff from my gods for raising 3 dead things to fight an evil guy?
Did you take any death gods on your Dial the God sword?
Death gods? No, but maybe the greasy thought it was funny.
I'll tell you what. Your prayer. Roll your charisma at half, and I'll give you a shot with a fate roll. But that's the.
All right.
Make your charisma at half, and I'll give you a shot with a fate roll.
Nope. Didn't do it.
Didn't make it, huh?
Thank you for the opportunity.
Huh? You gonna drop an opportunity?
No. I did not make it.
Do you have
thank you for the offer.
Do you have create opportunity?
Because
I'm not gonna lie to you, a boon would be very useful right now. Y'all are deep shit.
I have boons.
I dropped all of mine.
You have boons?
Yes, I have boons.
I mean,
I needed them.
I mean, that's true.
Hang on, let me
But
try something. Can I try to, I'm going to use quantum field manipulation 4 to revert the electrons to their previous states and turn back time.
I like it. The question is whether that's a defensive action. I think it is. That counts as a defensive action. So that will take up your defensive action to do. I really dig the idea. So explain me. You're basically turning electrons back to a previous state, and by doing that, you're going to counter time.
That's right. I want to bring back Oscar and
the dragon
and the thing before. Yeah.
Okay, I dig it. Roll your wisdom and your charisma. And then I have a hard decision to make. I'm going to make it in a second.
Yay, both made it.
Okay. Yep. You rolled a 22 on fate. So, as you drop as you do this, you are able to bring the others back. However, question is whether I am willing to like right now it's a bad, like you're casting magic and he's casting magic and time itself is like suspended in between. It's a pretty badass fucking scene when you think about it. You got this paladin who like draws from the powers of the gods. Your sword has to be out because you're using, and you're like drawing energy in, and you're like and it's just this reality itself is phased around y'all. The good news is the 22 prevents the illithids from getting involved because they're here. My idea is that eventually we could. These are actually a really good group. I know we're going to be doing something different over the next few weeks. I got something cool going on with all this, but I really like these characters, and I want us to revisit them at some point. So right now the two of us are. The question is whether or not. I'm going to drop more ranching power to try to. I'm going to empower my spell more with ranching power to try to make this happen. So he pushes more ranching power into the spell.
I'm going to drop my fairy boon to back up my side.
Okay. I'm going to give you a shot. I'm going to give you a choice. I can, if you want, I can just do a straight roll against. That will arrest the spell. And whoever gets on highest wins. Or we can keep doing this and seeing who has more power at the end. Do you have? I don't know how many boons you have. I know how much meta power he has. It is the reality can be dealt with either one of those things can be true and make sense narratively. The question is, I'll let you choose. Do you want to do a flat roll against? Or do you want us to do this energy off and see who can command more into our spell? Boons can and meta power can no longer be used to just make things happen. We are doing exactly what they're intended to do now, which is powering up our spells. We can see who's got more in the tank, or we can roll it off right now. And then you still have your boons. I still have my meta power, but this will be decided.
Kind of like the roll off.
You
What
want
do
to
you
do
guys think?
Yeah, I mean that's the smart play, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, I rolled a 41.
Okay. Let's see.
Not even close. Laura just blows it out of the water.
Right.
30!
Boom!
30.
Oscar's thrown back, and the adamantium dragon is here. Well, Makia, I bet you my offer to work for you is looking pretty good right now, doesn't it?
Oh, you were going to work for me? You can come work for me anytime you want.
You had your chance, but you were the least piece of shit to me. So I will do something a little different for you. I am sending you to a nice little spot I like to call the elemental plane of steel. So where do you want to go, Makia? Blue steel? Red steel? Beskar steel?
Do I have like a choice here? Can I not be sent instead?
Yeah, you can still do. Well, you don't have a defensive action, so you get to figure out what the fuck to do once you're there. But I don't see that you have any options left here at least inherently. But you might. If you have some idea here,
No, I have an idea.
Yes, he did.
What's your idea?
I'll refer you to the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Carpy sent a prayer boon of chat and a special ranching boon of Roger.
None of those things will apply because we did the roll off. You cannot use those now, and you cannot use those here. If you cannot use those now, and you cannot use those here.
Okay.
You can use them after I do whatever I'm about to do.
Okay.
Okay.
If you have some other idea of what you could do.
Without an action?
I mean, I don't know. People have come up. I mean, we got.
Yeah, no.
I just don't know. No, I don't think there is an option here.
Hang on. Let's see. So, Shitstain, you've been hiding among us the whole time. Why? What was your goal?
I told
Why not?
You. I realized you had
to carry all of the equipment. You had to take the abuse when you could have just been on the other side of the realm waiting for us. What was the point of that? Did you have a crush? You wanted to stay with Sir Reginald?
Okay, Sean, in this moment, by the way, Bumbus grabs his hand. He rolled a 92 on Fate. I've been rolling the Fate roll. Bumbus grabs his arm as she says that.
Hello there!
Bumbus!
You son of a bitch!
Bumbus McSquilliax, that was my name. That is
He
what
has
they called me.
returned.
By the way, your cloak is all adamantium colored, and you have an adamantium staff. You're now Bumbus the Adamantium.
Hell yeah.
Which gives you access. Which gives you access to the adamantium sheet.
Fuck yeah.
However, I am still a considerable being, but you do have actions this round. It all came down to a Fate roll was a 92. You needed it to be above an 80. This round. Next round it would have been above a 60 and so on. Okay.
Does this stall him long enough for Lara to potentially drop her boons to do something?
No, she doesn't have any actions left, and she chose to roll against it and didn't go her
That's
way.
fair.
She does
Okay,
not
fair
have the
enough,
action
fair
to
enough.
drop booms. You have actions and options in this moment.
I will start with my incredible hex.
Okay.
I made it with a 14.
Nice.
I assume
Okay,
he
I am
probably
going
has
to
something to do
drop.
with that.
I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop 30 ranching power to get my contingencies back, and then I'm going to drop a muddy up the works on you, and I'm going to back it with another 30 ranching power.
Sean now has a boon of Planet HD, ADHD.
I'm going to be a little bit of a nice DM. This is the only help you're going to get from me for this fight. How you use those boons is the most important thing. Because boons cannot just be used to stop things or make things happen.
Idea interruption can be used to stop meta power being dropped, right?
Yes, it can.
Yeah, I have idea interruption. So that can't that just block him doing any of this?
If your idea interruption exceeds the amount of meta power and drop.
I'm thinking that's what my boons could be used to do though, because idea interruption I would imagine probably has pretty good game against meta power in comparison to most things.
Okay.
It's my thought process. I'm looking to see if I have anything else. Madness Mage wouldn't have any impact, I assume, would it?
I can't tell you anymore, sir. That's the only
help.
you're getting.
That's fair. I'm at least pointing out that I am mad, so I don't know if that has any effect on the roll, but
I can't tell you.
I don't know what he's actually doing here.
What I'm doing is dropping a contingent muddy up the works. That's what I'm doing. The question is whether you even if you do have an action, you have to be faster than me dropping my contingency and using my meta power, because I have to do both. That does create an amount of time.
Yeah, I just think unless someone else has a different opinion, I think that if I don't stop this, we're probably just doomed because I don't have contingencies. It doesn't seem like you guys do. In which case, I think if this goes off, none of us get to do anything, and then he has his contingencies back, and then we all just kind of die slowly.
Yeah.
So use it.
There are. Yeah, go on. Mm-hmm.
So I'll first roll incredible luck. I made my hex on him. I made the luck with a 29 as well. So I made both the luck and the hex, and then I'm gonna use idea interruption.
Good. Then I'm gonna give you the better of 2 rolls against me to drop it in time. How many? And you're just doing the idea interruption, or are you dropping the boons on top of it?
I will drop. Is it just the? I assume the branching boon is on Lara, so I can't use that. So I will use the planet ADH boon, and ADH boon for sure. And can I drop mana to back idea? I don't actually know. Can idea interruption be pumped with mana?
I absolutely can. Mm-hmm.
Can I use my boon?
I don't know.
You cannot use your boons right now.
Okay. I'll drop 80 mana on it.
Okay, so 80 mana, dropping a boon to planet ADHD. You're gonna get the better of 2 rolls. I get you the better of 3 rolls even. You got to beat a 61.
Okay. 73.
Fantastic. So you're able to idea interrupt and stop the drop of the meta power, which will also stop the release of the contingencies. This then makes it y'all's basically gives Alara her actions back. Do you have 2 spells around, Sean?
I don't think Stupidity Mage gets up to 13, right?
That's right.
No, I do not. Yeah.
And then Lara has her actions back.
All right.
Okay, so that includes the use of your boons, and again, I would. Well, that's all. I'm not gonna say anything else. Y'all have gotten all the help you're gonna get from me in this group.
Yep.
Shit. Let's see.
So you say it's just Lara that has an action here? Just double checking over there.
Only Lara has an action now.
Okay, perfect. Just make sure.
Got 2 attacks per round. Hang on, let me just.
And you do have your
Figured
big
it.
boon.
I do.
And you're a prayer, right? So you're a prayer paladin?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Alright. I'm going to do. Oh. I'm going to try and do Particle Breakdown 2 to just take him apart atom by atom, and I'm going to back it with a boon.
Which one?
I'm going to back it with the special ranching boon
Okay.
of Roger.
That is almost guaranteed to the. Here's the deal. So look.
Roger, my small gray god. Help me.
So look. Here's the thing. That boon does. This is the 20. This is not the one that. This is just the special ranching boon of Roger. This is not the other one.
Special ranching boon.
Okay. This isn't the one that this isn't just the Ricky Spanish boon.
No, this is
Boo.
this is the
Anybody want to guess the fate roll?
22.
22.
There's no way it was a 22. That can't be.
Was it
Not a
2?
22. Nope.
77?
Nope.
17?
It's a 17.
No.
Oh.
Huh?
Out. Oh.
Hell yeah.
We all need to leave. Something's gonna happen.
Let's
Oh,
go.
boy.
As she drops that ranching boon, he tries to get all of his ranching power up, and energy just flows from Makia's hands to him. As piece by piece, he's just torn apart. I'm gonna. Okay, so yeah, the guy's dead. I mean, there's nothing left of him. I mean, this is complete and total disintegration down to an atomic level, and then
Now that's what I call a shit stain.
his death curse drops.
Okay.
And
I got another boon. I'm stopping the death curse.
Can you idea interruption on death curses?
you will not. No, idea interruption does not apply to death curses.
Okay.
However, There's anyways, if y'all can think of a way to stop it, because my death
Question.
curse, knowing what he knows what this thing is, my death curse is going to be directed at something very specific. I'm going to open up where that pyramid goes. I'm going to unleash the forces of the Black Queen upon this entire area. The Illithids are going to invade en masse, and that will be how this game ends. This game will end with the four of y'all facing down an army of Illithids. We'll see if you survive over the next hour. If my
Still banished.
yeah, except for Oscar.
No,
I'll be doing
you're back.
thing.
Oh, Oscar, but you're in the time plane. Let's see where you wound up in the time plane. It's an interesting situation there. Okay, that was not so good.
I could be dead or wishing I was dead. So
you're floating in the infinite magic space, just floating around. However, don't you have a boon of planet ADHD? If you can use that to empower the right move, then perhaps, just perhaps, you can get yourself out of here. But I don't know what that would be. I'm not even sure you'd want to go back now.
I don't. I thought I was out of boons. All I have left is a fairy boon. Turns out.
I mean, that's something.
Yep.
Go on, sorry.
Good. Go ahead, Garrett.
Oh, I didn't have. I was gonna say Incredible Rex, but the only thing I got really at the moment. Like.
Question, Josh. I assume do I have an action or no?
Now everybody has actions now except for Oscar.
I got my own thing going on, y'all.
There's another boon of planet ADHD.
To do what? Yes, to power something.
Yeah, I know.
Me?
The planet's just saving the day out
He's
here.
just dropping it.
Oscar.
The question is the application.
How exactly is he opening this portal with the death curse?
I mean, his death curse specifically is basically a final wish, a wish that specifically fucks everybody else around. So his death curse is kind of like a death blessing to himself, which is that he gets a final wish, and his final wish is going to be to open up the source of that. It's funny because this was a 2 on fate, but he touched it, and y'all got 100 when he touched it. So it's interesting as a DM to like figure out how those two features interact. Also, CJ, another 2 on fate.
The curse.
The curse of the twos.
Death curse.
No. I'm just saying that you got a 2 on fate again in a game that you're in.
Oh, dude, it happens all the time.
I know. The twos own your ass.
Dude, I would be willing to bet that I get more 2s than any other person. Or damn near it.
There's a kid that gets more 2s than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope that kid's alright.
Sort of.
Do I have an action?
You do. Everybody has an action.
Okay, everybody has an action. Can I use bonding to bond the crack together?
To like
Seal
similar to what we did yesterday.
You don't have time. I would give that a shot, but it would be a very small shot. You drop it with boons, but even if you back it with boons, you could try to send this thing back, but it's so the Underdark's an interesting reality. It's sort of like a plane of existence. This is basically deep under the earth. It actually breaks through planar blades. It's not a bad idea if you could push it back down, or if you could seal the planar plate, but you're not physically at it. So from where that moment lies. So the portals between the Underdark and the rest of the realms are the only ones where you can exist on both sides at the same time, because they don't operate like normal portals. Underdark's a very special place in my games.
Ranching Disjunction, I assume, has potential to work depending on how much I back it.
If you're fast enough.
Yeah. The other thought I had was Mimic Spell, so that you use a wish to counter a wish, so to speak.
It's not a wish.
Is that-
I mean, I said it's like a wish, so you can't think of
Like
it
a
that way.
wish, yeah. So
Death curses are inherently very difficult to stop. They're more
Yeah.
difficult now
No,
that
I
you can't
know
just
that,
boon your
yeah.
way out of stuff.
yeah. Honestly, the disjunction's probably the best thing I have, and then just try and back it with boons.
Okay.
That's probably the best thing I personally have. If y'all have anything else, the other thought is, what about change the game or shape reality in order to alter the effect of the death curse?
Absolutely, you could try to do that. All that stuff is going to be contingent on whether or not you're fast enough.
Right.
If you're going to do one of those things, we could also try to. I don't know if we can make it where we didn't kill him. If we didn't, I don't know if that's set in stone already that he's dead. But
He's dead.
we were trying to
With the ranching boon and all that, there's no way this guy's
That's
fucking
fair.
alive.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess there's no way to.
Also,
undo all that.
I tell you what, even to preserve this next thing, I wouldn't take that ending away. That ending was fucking awesome. Like
Yeah, it was good.
narratively, what a fucking fight and what a fucking moment. So I don't think I would
yeah.
take that away.
Can
anyway.
Can the misspell wash be used to clean contingencies?
Yep.
Can it also be used in any way to affect death curses?
Yep. You could wash this thing away. You'd have to get
Yeah.
it fast enough as well.
You can.
I think
Okay, perfect.
everybody should try anything that they can think of. So I think
Yeah.
both because I rolled an 86, so y'all are gonna have to be faster than 86.
Okay. Can I use my
Hey.
incredible lux, incredible hex? Is this a different?
Nope.
Is this a different encounter?
Nope.
Okay.
Would hear me out. Would this be better than the bonding idea? Can I break action sequence because first he had to die to make the wish?
Absolutely, break action sequence has a chance. I will also make you do it in time. Though I was thinking about break action sequence as an option if you have it improved,
Great.
because you would have used this encounter. Do you have it improved?
I don't have it improved.
Then it's not an option.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try the ranching disjunction. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, roll
Because
your,
either way, we're all gonna have to try different
everything's
things.
tried.
I'm
So
gonna
roll your 100-sided in time.
and then just drop whatever power I want to on it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is worth dumping all of it. I'll ranching disjunction. I'll drop 100.
I don't think your power. I'm gonna let the ranching disjunction is gonna work. It's about whether or not you can get it done in time.
Okay.
And
got it.
I'm not gonna let you affect that roll in terms of time. I will let you get re-rolls. So it's better.
Okay.
It's worth chasing if you can try to chase it. So roll your 100-sided first. Try to beat the 86.
Got it. Can I roll incredible luck here?
No.
Okay. All right, so. That's a 5.
You want to try it, Sean?
Can I drop a boon to reroll?
Mhm.
Is that fair? A fairy boon?
Absolutely, you
Reroll?
can drop a boon for re-roll.
I'll drop a fairy boon to reroll. That did not work. I'll drop. So you gave me a special boon of ranching.
Mhm.
I'll drop that as well.
You're gonna get a re-roll.
It's at least worth chasing here. 60. I did not.
Okay.
Hold on. One more, I think. I've got one Tikva, the boon of the star.
A roll.
31. No luck.
Sean, let's take it.
So I'm gonna use wash. It's variable. I'll put my remaining 50 mana into it.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll give me anything, but we'll try that.
It's just about being faster than this thing
So
drops.
is it just flat roll against?
Uh-huh.
Or does it?
86.
Nah, 59.
Okay. Any boons left?
You have
No. Does the does dropping more mana give me any sort of bonus or
Nope.
rerolls, or is there? Okay.
Nope.
Damn.
No.
Josh is enjoying this.
what about the boons of Planet HD? Who did those end up on?
I'll let you, I mean,
There were a couple-
you can drop
there were-
boons on each other. So any boons that I had on
Oscar,
the
I think,
group,
has them, maybe?
any
That's fine,
boons the
Sean.
group
I
had,
got one, but I think they
Any-
passed out more earlier.
any boons.
Yeah, you can do your one. I'll
any-
drop one for you. You can have my boon of planet ADHD.
Who wants to try it for it?
Sean, go ahead and roll again.
Oh God.
Who's gotten the closest?
Nope. 18.
Huh.
You got one more? Anyone got one more?
I'm jonesing.
All right,
I'm
hold on,
jonesing.
hold on.
Okay.
You can't drop yours.
You get
You're
what-
not there.
Yeah,
Can I give
go
them
ahead.
the-
Pray for the shot.
Okay.
Go
roll.
again.
Oh. Oh. One moment.
Oh,
It's 100.
Boom!
Fucking go!
Let's go.
I thought I saw it on the floor. I was like, I'm getting down for this one.
Okay. You stopped the mage. You stopped your hidden enemy, but now you have this giant thing sticking out of the ground that you know leads to some horrible, evil deep beneath the Underdark that is threatening y'all. So,
But perhaps we can just bury it. Maybe that will solve the problem.
but without Shitstain, who will do the digging for you, sir?
I shall supervise from the back of my horse.
Drop a giant on it.
And what do we do about the other one? Is Oscar. What do you do about Oscar, who's missing?
Okay, we each got another boon of planet.
Okay.
Well, let's try to figure this out.
Oh, Oscar. Bring our Oscar back.
Pray
Yes,
for me.
I'll pray for
please.
Oscar. Oscar?
You gonna pray?
Yeah.
Let's hear a prayer.
Okay. Ooh! Oh, Father Bob, God of crafting, creation, and teleportation, bring my friend Oscar back because he's the one with all the good booze.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Roll your charisma.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Tough to use that kind of. Tough to argue with that.
The good boo.
It's a pass.
Then you made it. You rolled a 76, so Oscar is brought back to your side.
Nice.
Let's go.
So what did I miss?
Welcome back. We saved the world.
But now there's this big thing.
There's a crack in the ground.
We're talking
shit.
about burying it.
But who's going to do the digging?
Those goes.
See, and I did that instantly.
Yeah, I saw it. CJ didn't even finish nose before your finger was on it.
Right.
Nose, and then goes. Nose goes. That's what it was. Nose goes.
Hang on. Adamantium. Do you have a way to make adamantium?
Let's go look at that.
Can we bury an adamantium?
Even if you bury it in adamantium, what you got to do is you need to force this thing back down into the Underdark. This is a tall order, and y'all don't have long.
Well, I'm thinking, like, force it back to. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking: if we can make adamantium, and put that on top, and then I can send a tidal wave of grease over it and light that on fire, and then the adamantium melts and like forms a plug.
Can adamantium melt?
I mean, with the greasy stranger, you could on a meme level. I'm not sure. I mean, it would be a fate roll. I don't give it a great chance of succeeding, but it has a chance. If the adamantium went down and then covered the plate where it comes through, then that would be a seal. If it went all the way down there, it's not a terrible idea. I don't think it has a huge chance of working.
Is there some sort of like? Could you pray to some sort? I guess a worm god, but I was thinking honestly like that or some sort of. I'm thinking about some sort of creature that like could actually help us dig down and get this. I'm still stuck on this digging idea. Get it down, get it buried again. But get it to where we can actually like the hole is dug and we can end up getting it down there. And then honestly, you could cover it up with like with the adamantium or something like that, right? Where you put a slab over the top.
Yes.
I don't know. What's the extent of create meme item 5?
Pretty extensive.
Huh?
Pretty extensive.
Pretty extensive.
Yeah. You just gotta. It's gotta be a meme item. So the question just is what you create.
If you could create an item, I mean, either for yourself or for me too. But because I was thinking, if we can call some sort of creature from Lord of the Rings using Gandalf memes, we can make an adamantium version of it, presumably, because I'm Bumbus adamantium, and that might have the strength or the weight to actually affect this thing potentially. I don't know.
So what are you summoning that's adamantium to push it down?
You know those worms in Lord of the Rings? That was my original thought. The massive, like they're kind of like the worms from Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're also there. I think they're not in the movies, but they're in the games, so presumably they're in the books. Otherwise, I guess maybe they just made it up. But
I think it's in the books. I think that's just in the game because I do not remember that from the books. Is that in the books? It's been a
I don't know.
long time,
It's
but
in the
I don't
games,
remember
not
it.
in the movies, so I don't know.
I don't think it's in the
The
books.
Google.
I don't think
That
that's in the
sounds
Yeah,
books.
good right
Google.
then.
I'm fine with it. It's a meme
Werewolves.
either way.
Hold on.
Wereworms.
Believed to inherit. Hold on, let's see where it's actually.
Wereworms Hobbit.
They're in the Hobbit.
Wereworms are creatures that appear in
Battle
the
of
stories and are mentioned in The Hobbit. They are gigantic worm-like creatures, also called earth eaters, capable of burrowing massive underground
Okay.
tunnels to travel.
Okay. See,
So my
I
thought was
never
that-
read the Hobbit. I only read the Lord of the Rings.
My thought is that those things, with their
Neither
burrowing
lie.
ability and whatever, especially if they're adamantium or empowered by adamantium, might be able to actually help us move this thing.
Gets an idea.
And if you can create a meme item, you
that's
might be able to.
A meme item. That's not a creature. That's a creature, not an item.
But he could empower maybe my staff with that ability to create a meme item to let me call like a Gandalf type creature, because I do have Gandalf memes and I am
that's
like
fair.
a.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That was my thought: was empower the staff or something to that nature, such that then I can call the adamantium worms.
Sure, I'm fine with it. And then you're gonna use the adamantium worms to like dig this thing down.
That was my thought. And again, this is just idea. CJ, it's your ability, so I don't want to. But
Yeah.
I'm just throwing out ideas that I have
No.
based on my sheet. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Honestly, at that point, what do we get you, like a saddle or something like that for the worm? You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of like a meme
I think
item.
it just empowers
You
the
don't
staff.
have to just empower the staff with meme with
you just empower the
granting
adamantium
power, and you
craft.
create meme item into the staff. The staff is like, it's a different way to use meme item.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it straight up just empowers Gandalf memes in many ways, which just allows me to just kind of raise it up and call it as he just kind of calls animals to his side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah. The real question is, I don't have any meme power. That's a problem.
Or
But
ranting power? Ranting power does
I
the
have
same thing.
ranching. I have ranching. I have
That's all you
loves
need.
ranching. If that applies.
That
Okay,
absolutely
if I
applies.
can use that. Okay.
Nice.
Then yeah, I'll drop.
How much putting into it?
F it. I'm just gonna put 100. I'm gonna
Nice.
drop all of my loves ranching
Okay.
because I'll be honest, I don't want this. I want this to work. So.
Okay, Sean. I want you to roll your wisdom. I want you to roll your wisdom.
Okay, that's at least pretty high. Oh, I got a crit.
Fantastic. Then you drop the worms to your side. The worms start to like spin around, and they like soften the earth, and the thing starts to sink down. And as it goes back through that plate that separates the Underdark from the world above, they seal it with adamantium, and y'all win. Everybody at the table gets 2 levels. When y'all get back to the town, y'all are each given, each of you, 1.5 million money points. And all of you are granted 3 limited wishes by the Mages Guild.
Holy!
That-
Right.
My first money points of the game. Let's go.
Honestly, I only had 2,000 on me, and I've already been through a whole campaign. So.
Thus ends the campaign. And what a campaign it was. That was awesome, y'all. That was
That was a great ending. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was a good ending. It was a good game. It shows the interest. I had a whole plan. Y'all were gonna be in the ship. I was gonna go the whole way. You were gonna get to where the castle was gonna be. The castle was gonna be an illusion, and I was gonna have Shitstain come right from behind, and fuck y'all around. I'd been planning it for weeks. I'll say I want to. Do y'all want a couple little piece of advices? Because there's a couple. Y'all are really good players, but I was wondering if y'all wanted a couple things that I was thinking about while y'all were playing. One is use those boons to give other people actions. That's what I was thinking the whole time. Instead of you could using the boons to give other people's actions is well with. We already know that they can do that. So that's something that I think something you could do, and I think that y'all needed to think like externally. The other thing with the item itself, you had that thing that came from the Black Queen. The Black Queen is the queen of the Illithids, so you could use the item itself, done a little bit of like magical bullshittery, and sent that thing away. So I always try to pull things in there that you have some out for. So always think creatively with the items you have. If they are associated with something else, you always have an option. Besides that, I think the game was played beautifully. I think that I don't know if it was conscious when Nakia asked the question she asked, but I think that was more important than Laura imagined when you asked him why he was here, and the specific question you asked, Shitstain mattered, of why he had been there. That was a really good moment. Bumbus, I think, choosing to die and come back last game, as that shit always works. So always do that when the opportunity arises. So I think that was a good move. But I think overall this was an excellently played fight and an excellently played game. Um, I like the way boons are operating now and meta powers operating. It's forcing everybody to be more creative, and that's a very, very good thing.
Yeah.
And every single time I play with a group like this, I play with y'all specifically, I'm just reminded of just how good everybody here is at the game. From the raw RP to the decisions y'all make, skill choice, shot selection, it's always just and it elevates the whole thing to art. And there is a difference. I think we all can recognize like actual plays we watch that are games and actual plays you watch that are art. TTRPGs can elevate to that level. They do not always, and it matters who's there. So all of y'all are just such good players, and it was really, really good to. And Shitstain had to be the villain. He deserved to be the villain. He deserved it.
After everything I gave him.
I mean,
After all I did for
there's
him.
no other explanation for why he would stay around through all that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna bite my tongue.
There is no other explanation for why he would stay around.
There is an explanation. I'm just not gonna say it.
You can say it. I don't give a fuck. I'm curious.
Listen, Josh. Some people, they like the abuse.
They do. That's true. That's true.
They
But I rarely create characters that are that.
Admit, fair. I would also say very few people are like that. But that is legitimate.
I like to interject things into games all the time that beg questions and that seem like they are jokes, but arise internal character questions. One of them being, why would Shitstain stick around through all this shit? It seems like it's just a joke, but that's like that Chekhov's gun thing I'm always trying to do. So yeah. The minute you started treating him like shit, I had already kind of interjected into the game as a possibility of being the villain. I had a few options, but when you start treating him like shit, I was like, there's only one thing that makes sense of this. But there,
the way to ranch Sir Reginald.
I mean, the thing is that he saw power just flowing off of y'all. Y'all are just.
Yeah.
I mean, I've established before that there are devices you can use that when energy is being dropped, you can like gain the excess, like almost like a solar panel. That's well established in the game. So the idea that he was just like every time y'all were dropping meta power, he was makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And again, has a pretty long history in the game, so that's always fun. I thought we'd maybe take 10 minutes. If anybody has questions in the chat, I'm interested to see if anybody has any questions for me or for any of the players. What? What?
I'm just reading Planet ADHD's
what?
comment. Should say didn't have spank me daddy vibes though. He was too whiny.
I thought that's where you were going when you were saying. Like,
that was where he was going. I knew that's where he was. It's obviously where he was going. Yeah. Who is?
I mean.
Oh no.
It's an obvious example.
Yes, it's an obvious example. If anybody has any questions for me or any of the players, thank y'all so much for doing this every week. Thank you for everything, y'all. It's so fun to be a part of this.
This is a lot of fun.
And build
like
what
a
we're
highlight
building.
of my week.
Build what we're building. It's this is the highlight of my week too. This is the most in my like in myself and in my creative zone and in my joy I get is with y'all on Wednesdays. So I just count the days to it. Huh?
You're not mad that you can do your cool ending? Because we won and you... Good.
No.
Good.
I don't... That you... If... You got it. That shit doesn't... That doesn't bother me if somebody plays a game straight and heroes win a different way and the fate rolls turn things. That stuff doesn't bother me ever. I love that part of the game. I love people being that's pushed like you get pushed creatively. I don't want things to just follow a linear path. What when something bothers me that somebody does, it almost always has to do with the villain's game, to be honest with you. And it's when people are doing stuff that is completely disregards the integrity of the game. That's a totally different thing. That stuff. The truth is that stuff bothers everybody at the table in different ways at different times. Everybody here has been bothered by shit that's been just trashed by somebody else and seemed like it was done without any concern for how the rest of the game operates. No, it doesn't bother me. Plain HG says you are my TV.
I dropped a picture of Makia in media because I had it. But I made it before I realized I would never need to use it.
Next time,
she is.
When we do next time, I'm gonna have everybody's picture inside of their screen. So get pictures for for the next ongoing game we're gonna do.
Yeah. I'll get
instead of the cameras.
No, we're gonna do it in the corner of the there's plenty of room to have a picture like in like the corner of your box. We're gonna do it on the bottom left corner of everybody's. We'll have their picture of their character, so we're definitely gonna do that.
Of our character. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about D&D Heart. For those of you who are watching, D&D Heart's gonna be streaming with us starting February 7th for 6 weeks. That's gonna be exciting. Kurt Wise is gonna be DMing 4 of us, Laura, Sean, Garrett. I'm gonna be Mr. Poggers, and he's gonna come and bring you to his neighborhood. And
I think I have an idea of what I'm going to play.
It's a very interesting neighborhood indeed. You know, a neighborhood is a group of people. Mr. Poggers is a warlock of Mr. Rogers who is dark as fuck. So, I'm excited for. I have a sweater. I was showing people the sweater yesterday. So, cool, everybody. Well, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks for being a part of it. But for now, just for now, the stream is ending.